Welcome gamers to another video on Marvel's Snap. Today we're going to take a look at the hot location, the Bifrost. The Bifrost tells us that after turn 4, move all cards one location to the right. So obviously any move decks would be very good for this location. Remember that the hot location shows up in 60% of all matches, so you're bound to see quite a bit of this. So let's take a look at which cards could really take advantage of the situation. Now obviously, as we said, move decks in general are going to be good, but let's take a look at a couple cards that may be beneficial outside of a full move deck. First one being Dagger. Dagger, when moved, gains +2 power for each card your opponent has there. So this is something, a 2 power card that if they've got 3 or 4 cards in that location, you could get another 6 or 8 power, taking Dagger up to a pretty good power base just based on that one move. Craven is another one. When a card moves here, this gets 2 power. So if you can play him early and then the Bifrost moves him and any other cards you've played there, along with any cards your opponent plays that gets moved to that location, Craven will get +2 for all the cards, yours and your opponent's, that move. So even if you don't have a move deck, this might be another card you could put in just to take advantage when the Bifrost does show up. We also have Multiple Man. Multiple Man creates a copy at the old location when he moves. So it's a cheap 2 power card that could get moved automatically. That's a staple in a lot of move decks. However, teamed up with, say, the Hulkbuster, you could get an additional +4 power, making him a 7 power that then gets copied. Cloak has some interesting synergy based on the fact that Cloak moves during turn 4. So it allows you to move cards to Cloak's location, and then they would automatically move right again that same turn when the Bifrost triggers on round 4. Vulture is another one that you could take advantage of even if you don't have a move deck. Vulture gets +5 power when it moves, so if the Bifrost shows up in your battle, then this would be a 3-cost 8 power card all by itself. And finally, if you want to play spoiler, you have the Kingpin. Even though it only destroys cards that are moved there in turn 6, you could keep him around and play him on turn 6, knowing that a lot of people will be playing move decks. So he's a good way to spoil some last turn Heimdall action, where somebody is moving people in that last round with Heimdall, and he would destroy anybody that shows up at that location, and perhaps they wouldn't be expecting that to show up. So those are the cards that I would suggest using outside of just a normal move deck. Those are all cards that would be useful in and out of a move deck. So I hope that helps you out a little bit for this week's hot location. It'll be available for 24 hours, again showing up in 60% of matches. To the best of luck to you all, and keep climbing that ladder.